just use common sense. If this is sounding too good to be true, you know the answer. It definitely is. If all the dots are not connecting, if you're feeling like, okay, I cannot get a hold of this person, they don't have a website, they don't even have a Twitter, like what's going on here? Like I cannot find them anywhere. Yes, that does work if you're going to like, some place that's like a one-off thing, maybe like a one-off service like I talked about in the earlier part of the video where it's like, okay, we all know it's a little bit sketch, but we're going to move forward anyway just to get the haircut or, the back adjustment or whatever, because it does seem like, like they do have some type of permit to be in the building. But when you're thinking about handing over potentially hundreds and hundreds of, let's just say US dollars or whatever the equivalent of it would be in your currency, you definitely want to think about that, because again, you're not just investing the money, you're investing your time, you are investing into the other person as well, because it takes time to offer services as well, particularly when it's one-to-one. And so you want to consider that, like, if it seems too good to be true, it definitely probably is. And I'm so passionate about it because, as you probably know, um, everything that I have done around my blog, my company, my business, even the advising is all about being able to help students and giving back, to sort of say like, I had this great experience studying abroad multiple times, learned so much, I've had a great career, able to build a company around it. And I want students to be able to actualize that and have more students be able to get involved with that and be able to, wherever they want to go and whatever they want to do when they're abroad, I don't want to kind of shape that for them. I want to shape that with them. And so I take that personally, like when people are going out and, ripping people off and just saying like, oh, I can offer you this, I can help you get a visa. It's like most consultants cannot do that alone. There are some who in some ways work with different governments, but they are typically going to be legit. You're going to know who they are. They're, going to be high level. They're going to have great online presence, everything. But I take that very personally when people go around just in general ripping people off, but particularly with study abroad, because you know that you are targeting people who are typically a lot younger. So I mean, compared to someone like me who's in my 30s, like are in your teens or your 20s or whatever, you may or may not be working with the guidance of your parents, as I said, and people know that. And so they target students, they do. And it's bad enough, like how, for example, I'm ranting now, but like how here in the US, how people target students, on campuses with these credit cards and stuff. So it's like, and those are people that you can see. So it's like, that's bad enough. But then when you get online, in that online space, and you feel like, oh, I can trust this because the marketing is good and the language is good and all of this, you want to be aware of that. If it's too good to be true, stay away from it, find something else.